Trading card games, a really fun hobby, but a lot of us are finding out that it's kind of hard to transition from the hobby phase to the business phase. One rule that, if you keep this in mind, pretty much everything is just going to be better for you. The most important rule that you can kind of keep in mind is the 80-20 rule. The easiest way to think about this, 80% of your results in business come from 20% of your effort. In other words, there are certain things that you can do that make awesome results, and there's some things you can put a lot of effort in and it almost has no effect. Key point one, 80% of your revenue comes from 20% of the products. 80% of sales come from 20% of your customers. 80% of marketing results come from 20% of effort. 80% of your productivity comes from 20% of the tasks that you do. It is dirt cheap easy to get sales through Facebook groups. And if you want to focus on the 80-20 rule, for a lot of you, Facebook groups can be the core of your actual business model. I know people who have TCG stores, they have storefronts, who still go in these groups to buy, sell, and trade because it's so darn effective. So you just have to find that one thing that works best for you. And I know I didn't diss, but I talked about Pokemon. He recently sold Journey Together for MSRP and people hated him for it. But if you look at the 80-20 principle, he did something. It took 90% of the effort and it had almost no business results. It actually had negative business results. I'm going to tell you the actual stuff that I did this morning. First, I did the morning's orders, printed out the shipping label. They went to the post office. Then I listed products on TCG Player and my website. So I ran a little cost benefit analysis. I updated the return policy on my website and placed it in the footer. I answered a customer's email. I checked my website analytics. You always have to do that. I created a 404 page for my website. I went to the Google Search Console to list products not showing up on Google. I had products that weren't listed yet, and I took care of that. Then I fixed errors causing my products to not show up on the Google Merchant Center. That's when you type in Journey Together Booster Box and you just get the Google Shopping. I reviewed trending videos in my niche, which is right now Pokemon TCG. I reviewed trending videos so that I have a list of things I can make videos about later. I modified previous YouTube videos and removed parts of the videos out where there were dips in viewership. I checked 2 tracking numbers for product coming in to make sure there were no problems with UPS. I bought 6 Magic the Gathering boxes from a supplier and I paid him. I added Squarespace reviews to my website. I rewrote a blog post that existed on TCG Player. I rewrote it in my own words, fixing their SEO keywords and making it better and writing it in my own voice for the new League of Legends product coming out. Emails with a distributor. I figured out how cheap I could do the Journey Together booster boxes with live breaks. And actually, if you want to know the answer to that, $6.28 a pack shipped. I listed Jesse and James full arts. And then I ran a calculation on those Magic the Gathering booster boxes coming in, what my break-even point for selling online is. Now, is it worth it to worry about a thumbnail on a YouTube video? You might think no. I made the thumbnail here and got 2.8 thousand views. I did not make the thumbnail here. I got 100 views. I spent 1 hour on this video. I spent 1 hour on that video. But on this video, I also spent 10 extra minutes creating a thumbnail. And the results of that 10 extra minutes are 280 times more views. Remember that 80% of the results come from 20% of the effort? Well, this is an extreme example where 96.5% of the views came from 16% of the effort. This is just one example if your business has a YouTube, right? One example out of many. So if we circle back to what I did this morning, my morning routine, notice how 3 things brought me 80% of my results today. I bought, I sold, and I fulfilled the orders. That's all that I did. If you're not profitable, if you can't get that part down, then don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about the cost benefit analysis, your return policy. If maybe you should do live breaks. I mean, unless you haven't found your thing, maybe you should do live breaks. You have to know you. You might find out that going to Gen Con or conventions, you can make a lot of money selling your TCG. Whereas you might do terrible doing box breaks. But once you find out what makes you profit, then your TCG hobby can finally become a business. If you can make $1, you can make $2, and you can actually scale it. The 80% of results are going to be driven from 20% of the effort. You have to find where to direct your effort to get most of your results. That's what you need to focus on so you don't suck. Find one thing that works for you in your TCG business and improve that. It's going to get easier and you're going to feel less stressed, okay? If you have any questions about TCG businesses, please let me know. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, bye.